After the event briefings and planning context, teams move into breakout sessions. If teams are physically present, they set up their work area using flip charts and other supplies. If teams are planning remotely, they use digital tools to make capacity, load, stories, dependencies, and art risks visible to everyone. To start, every team estimates its capacity for each iteration, then decomposes its features into stories using different colored sticky notes to categorize the type of work planned. Teams estimate work with story points and relative sizing techniques. This includes estimating story points for activities like maintenance, production support, and reducing tech debt. At this point, teams don't need to add acceptance criteria to their stories. That happens later during team iteration planning and backlog refinement. Next, teams define the work that needs to happen for them to deliver their features. They identify any dependencies they have on other teams and possible dependencies other teams have on them. Because PI planning is a live event, teams can interact immediately to negotiate and plan how to collaborate to minimize or eliminate dependencies wherever possible. To track dependencies initially, teams write the reason for the dependency on red sticky notes and attach them to the identified story. Teams will update the art planning board together, placing their features and dependencies in their respective row and in the forecasted iteration for delivery. Once the planning board is updated, each team marks the dependency as resolved in their team area. The last PI iteration is reserved for innovation and planning. So teams should give it a capacity but no load because it shouldn't include any feature development work. Finally, teams identify any art risks or impediments not under their control. Before team breakouts end on day 1, each team drafts its initial PI objectives. These draft objectives create transparency and engage the business owners and stakeholders to offer feedback and ask timely questions. Teams define both committed and uncommitted objectives. If an objective has too many unknowns, risks, or outside dependencies, teams put that objective on their plan as uncommitted. This gives management an early warning about any objectives that the art may not be able to deliver during the PI. But all work, committed and uncommitted, is planned based on the team's capacity and judgment. Otherwise, teams won't add a potential objective to the plan. In general, teams should create no more than about 10 objectives per team, with only a few uncommitted. Teams should write their PI objectives in non-technical terms to ensure business owners and other teams understand them. PI objectives enable immediate feedback from business owners, ensuring alignment on the desired outcomes. Every hour during the team breakout on day 1, the RTE holds a coach sync. Each Scrum Master or team coach attends and responds to the RTE's progress checklist. For more detailed discussions and decisions, the RTE, the affected Scrum Masters or team coaches, and other necessary stakeholders participate in a meet after following the coach sync. When plans are ready or the time box is up, each team presents its draft plan to the stakeholders within a tight 5-minute time box. Team plans include team capacity and load, initial team PI objectives, and art PI risks. Business owners, product management, and other teams and stakeholders review the team draft plans and provide input. If the review exceeds the time box, additional discussions happen in a separate meet after. At this point, teams are usually done for the day. But draft plans likely present challenges, including scope, bottlenecks, people and resources, and dependencies. So, after the draft plan review, leaders and managers hold a management review and problem-solving meeting where they discuss plans, challenges, and impediments. They may negotiate scope and changes and address other problems and risks by agreeing to various planning adjustments. The RTE facilitates this critical meeting and ensures that the primary stakeholders are available to make the necessary decisions to reach achievable plans. The next video highlights the activities on day 2 that help the ARC create final plans, so everyone feels comfortable and reasonably confident in committing to the PI objectives. To learn more, log into Safe Studio to read the PI planning guidance articles and check out related videos.